So my name is Shane Mitchell. I was born in Tasmania, and I've spent pretty much my whole life in Western Australia.
So I'm Shane. I was just wondering, what do you think of the teaser, and what was your role in it in the process of its creation?
So my role for the Tears of Sleep was actor for the creature. DOP, I did the whole storyboard for it. So director of photography. I was producer. I think that was it. Yes, that was it. I'm sure.
Weren't you also the DOP?
Yeah, eventually.
You helped construct the layout and the blocking of the teaser.
Yeah, I said director of photography, not DOP this time.
You pretty much did the paperwork for Joel, so he can.
Oh yeah.
His job, yeah.
And I organized getting the crew together and actors and that. And I also had to deliver the hard drives to each person. So I first had to deliver it to Joel, and then I had to deliver it to Jake. And I made final decision of sending it to Jake No Sound, as Jake explained in his interview, as he loved so much.
That was a fun time.
And I organized the crowdfunder, setting it up, organizing interviews, all that.
So Shane, have you ever had any sleep issues like Tom does in sleep, such as sweating, rolling, or feeling heavy? Just kind of any issues sleeping in your history of life, I guess?
Well, pretty much all above. I am literally Tom. I had the intent of literally sleeping, and then in the middle of the night I'll punch myself in the eye, wake up with a black eye. As I said in previous interviews, I have a scar here that I actually slit open with my own fingernails while I was sleeping. First time in I think 5 years, it was a few days ago, I actually had there's a freckle on my face, if you can see. I actually ripped that off the other day. That was the first time I've done that in I think 5 years. I relate it to stress or stress. I don't know actually what the cause is. Pretty much like Tom in the story. As Joel and Liam know, Jake, you won't know yet because you haven't read the script.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Jake hasn't read it yet. But it's pretty intense, especially when you don't know what's going on. And that's why when I was writing it, I was very strict. I don't want Tom to actually really know what's going on either. I hint to what it might be, what is my theory, what caused it, but I don't actually know what caused it. Well, I don't even know if it actually is me. Well, of course it is me, but is it a mental thing or is it something supernatural? I actually don't know. And that's why I kind of bring into the script, as Jake mentioned in his interview as well.
Funny you say that, because I have no idea what's going on in the script either. I don't know if it's psychological or sci-fi. Even I don't know, and I helped wrote it, and it's like,
Well, remember the very first draft that I wrote and sent it to you?
Yes, which was, I thought, this is pretty good. This is pretty dark. Then he explains it's from his own experience. I'm there going, oh shit. Oh, you concern me. You concern me.
The funny thing is, when Liam met me, I would probably punch my arms in my sleep, and that was about it. It wasn't as bad as I used to punch myself in the face, as obvious.
Yeah. What is your connection to the story of sleep?
Oh, I already answered that in the previous question. My connection is I'm pretty much Tom. It's my actual full connection. I had the sleeping issues. The script that he's writing, I've actually written. It's a real script. I sent it to Jake during our interview. It's actually a real script. I've moved out of script writing now, so I'm more producing. But I was a writer like Tom was throughout the whole story. And I've had producers not be as nice as Barry is in the script. Barry's the producer, Jake in the script.
Okay.
But pretty much how he's very nice, step back, As soon as you can. I do need it by Friday, but I'm not going to force it onto you. That's the producer I try to be, where I've had producers go, I need it now. Give it to me right now. I know you haven't even wrote it, but I want it right now. It's toxic. It makes you depressed, and it pretty much makes you what Tom's going through, that depression and all that.
Yeah. Well, this isn't one of the questions on that list, but what made you decide to write this script?
The funny thing is, it was actually you.
Oh shit!
I've actually never told Liam this. He actually was the reason. I can't remember what script I wrote. I sent it to Liam, and he mentioned how in one of our classes, I think it was Matt or Wayne mentioned that these are lecturers, mentioned the right story that is really you, like the character is you. He mentioned that to me, and then that night I was thinking about it. I think I was watching Supernatural probably for the 20th time.
Yeah, great show.
It was one where it's like a sleeping, the genie. Dean gets taken by the genie.
Yeah, yep, another one.
And because of that, I started thinking about all the times I used to wake up with bruises. Started thinking about a lot of my past, and then I sat in front of this computer I'm in front of right now. The surprise is a microphone there. And I just started writing, and I tried to connect it as much as I could to the story, to my real life story. So I added the writing. The script that he actually wrote in the original script wasn't If I Stayed, which is what it is now. But originally it was he was writing the actual script for this short film, was what he was writing. But then I realized that was too much like Christopher Molly's script, Writer's Block. His story, I think, might have secretly influenced it. I don't know. It was a 1 minute short film. There's some elements that are similar. That's why he gets a credit saying that inspired it. Even though I don't think it was, but it might have been.
Like right down in the subconscious, it was there, it was sort of driven the idea across.
Yeah. So far, we're still in the crowdfunding phase of the project in pre-production. What is how would you say what is the most trialing problems, obstacles that you've faced in pre-production so far?
Launching during Christmas for the first crowdfunder, because I don't know why, but I didn't even pick up that it was Christmas time when I launched. I remember messaging Liam nonstop saying, we need to get it done by this date, by this date. I told you two that I needed it done by that time as well. That's why Jake had to rush the post-sounding edit. I think that was the biggest thing, is my misscheduling and me not planning when to launch properly. Now my issue is using this different crowdfunder, Possible, even though it's Australian. I'm not used to it. I'm used to doing Kickstarter. Nothing against Possible or anything. It's just I'm not used to it yet. So far, it looks like it's going well, like setting everything up in that. I've never done a crowdfunder for a month though. The longest I did one was a fortnight. Fortnight for I Am Ghost, which did pretty well in the first 24 hours. This one isn't doing too well in the first, I don't know how many hours it's been, how many days it's been, which is a bit nerve-wracking, but I think it's because I have the longest schedule of it being active. So, that's my theory. I don't know. I'm doing pretty much everything exactly the same as I did for I Am Ghost. I'm messaging people, Instagramming it, Facebook. I even did a paid advert on Facebook on the Blood Bee page.
Yeah.
I'm now on TikTok as well. That's gotten us 253 views currently. I'm on Snapchat as well. All these other social medias that I've never been on before, or stopped using because I've never liked them. I was never a big fan of TikTok, but now I'm trying my best to advertise with TikTok, which has been a bit of a change because I'm used to doing the long form YouTube, this kind of thing. and I used to enjoy like working like with everyone. I love the input from like Jacob sound, input from Joel from editing, input, but I don't care about Liam. But like getting the input from everyone, just getting everyone's input to get the perfect project. Where TikTok, it seems like it's all one person, which has never been a big thing of mine. But I'm trying to overcome that for the future of Blood B and this short film. Yeah.
Pretty good. I think we will have to leave it there.
Yeah, I feel like we've covered everything in my interview.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my interview is
Yeah.
probably the shortest one, so
I think it's
go have fun.